think we are live. Just trying to bring up the chat. Where is the chat? Okay. Yeah, so we're live for track feedback. I am just trying to open up. Wait 1 second. Studio mode, no. It's weird. Just trying to get the chat up, which is not coming up. Alright, never mind. I'll bring it up on YouTube. So yeah, we're doing Roast My Track. It's been a little while. I've done it a little bit earlier than scheduled because I've got some stuff coming I need to take care of. I'll just bring up. There we go. Roast My Track. How do I go on? Go live. That's it. Yep. Click on here. Okay, now there's a chat. Yeah, there's Discord, yeah, but I meant chat, like the OBS chat. Usually it comes up, and so I can see it from there. But now I've just got it on the YouTube. I'll just do it like this, and you guys can see it as well. Yeah, cool. So we're gonna kick things off. I have not used this thing yet, the demo thing from Jules or from Basic Waves. So the way it works, I think the first one we got up is DO5. Oh, I need to make this bigger. There, yeah, something like that. And then I've got these two things. I don't know if I'm doing this right, but so I'll go through the demos like this. Let's go back. Session manager. And then we view the session. And then we've got all the tracks here. So you guys, there's like 12 tracks here. So if you want to submit your track, can I turn it up? It's like red on here. But yeah. Now is it not clipping now? Maybe like here? Yeah, let me know if that's better. Or I can turn it up on. Let me try it like this. Yo. That's clipping. There we go. What was I gonna say? So it's a little too loud. Okay, maybe it's. Let's just test the music, and then you'll see if it's like your monitors. Yeah, that should be it. I think I just need to turn it up on the monitor. Okay, so we got some sound effects, of course.
Damn, son. Perfect.
There's some ones I added, so this is if the track's bad. And then I don't know what I had that for. But maybe I go off somewhere. Let's put that on.
Wow.
And then we got some Owen Wilson, wow. And then the hip hop air horn. So yeah, if the track's a banger, obviously it gets a golden buzzer. I haven't got any prizes yet. Maybe, yeah, I was trying to think of something, but this is what we're rolling with. What else was I gonna do? There's something else I was gonna do. No, I think that's it. Oh yeah, so people need to be able to submit so while they're watching the stream. So how am I going to do that? I need to put it into the description. I can't do that while it's going, or maybe I can. Let's just try to do that real quick. I want the synth in the back. Okay, yeah, if you get the golden buzzer, I'll give you my simps, so you're definitely not gonna ever get a golden buzzer. Yeah, here. So let me just put this link. Where is it? Can I just do it from here? No. Do it from here. Copy public link. There we go. Okay. I think we're ready to go. I'm just gonna close this down. We got Mason in the chat. We got DO5 in the chat. DO5's in the chat because his track's first, so he's probably just gonna listen to his track, then he's gonna bounce. But let's get started then. Oh no, I haven't put it in the Discord. Oops. Just so much going on. Can't keep up. Right. By the way, if you're watching this after the fact, we have a Discord. It's in the links down below. There's about 500 odd people in here. Not that there's 500 people active, but there's a nice little community in there. People talk about music and all kinds of stuff. And it's free to join. Okay, so let's just put this in the Discord. Going live for roast my track. Boom. 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole 8 minutes. I ain't got time for that shit. I did want to do it where I had in the Discord where I'm in like the voice chat and you know, we could chat to people as I'm giving them feedback. But I don't know. I guess it would play through the stream, but then my voice might double up. Or would it? Oh, it would double up for the people that are in the... Let me try it. I'll just click in here. Yeah, he's hating. Can I stick an OTT on the air horn? I mean, it's loud enough. Okay. Let's stop dillying and dallying. I'm in the voice chat, so if anyone wants to jump in there and chat about your track, or I don't know what the benefit would be, but I'm in there in the Discord if anyone wants to. You can see here, I'm in here. So yeah. All right. Let's get ready to rumble. It will need to turn off the direct mic into the stream and just go off the system audio. Yeah, but you can't hear... Wait, I'm trying to think how that would work. Because you're not hearing a double up now because you're not hearing the output of Discord. So... Yeah, not streaming to Discord, yeah, so it should be fine. So if anyone goes in there, their voice will play through my system, which will come through OBS. Oh, there's someone in there. No.
James, amazing.
Oh yeah, I think I can hear you. Wait, why can't I see you in there? Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you're a bit jumpy, but
yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so if you're not streaming,
then it's fine. But you're probably hearing a double up of me now, right? If you're watching the...
Yeah, it's so off-putting. Yeah, I'll bounce out now, but I was just doing it to check. As long as you're not streaming Discord, you won't get the doubling up.
Yeah, and then but for the people that join the chat, they just need to mute me on the YouTube on the stream, right?
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, but then there'd be a bit of a delay between what you're saying in here and what you're saying on stream, just what they see. But
yeah. But fuck it.
Cool.
All right, nice one, Mason. Let's get started then. So DO5, Zen Garden. I'll skip maybe the extended parts and get to the meaty part, but let's go. If any of you are wondering what any of this stuff is, I'm sure you're not because it's on everyone's streams and things nowadays. But it's mini meters and it's pretty cheap. You can get it, and it just gives you like a reading of music, or it's like a way of visually viewing the music, as you can see here. So we got like a oscilloscope and not oscilloscope, sorry, waveform, And then we got lufs, so how loud it is. This I use, it kind of shows the dynamic. So if it's bouncing nicely, it shows that the track is pretty dynamic. If it's just like staying pretty still-ish, then it's probably a bit squashed. And then here we just have like a normal spectrogram, so you can see how loud things are across the frequency spectrum. So the brighter the colors are, the louder something is. All right, let's go. No, you're getting this, which is the lufs, and then this is just like a oscilloscope. I'm already liking the extended intro. Get where the camera is.
Drop it down.
Woo. Just ruining the music. Shit, yeah, I was muting it, so I didn't feedback. Yes, I'll say that all over again. So yeah, absolutely banging. I'm not playing the entire track because yeah, obviously there's quite a few tracks to go through, and I'm only streaming for a little bit. But what was I going to say? Yeah, really, really nice. There's nothing I would change about it in terms of composition. Really love like the atmosphere and the groove. Sound design was really good. Yeah, absolutely banging. But the mix is pretty much there. All I would say is the kick felt like it was losing a little bit of its impact and punch, and like the subby part of it. Like at the start of the track, the kick's really punchy. The subtail is a little bit short, maybe you can go a little bit longer, but it comes through here, and then when you have quite a bit going on, we start to lose it a bit. So it might just be a case of sidechaining a little bit more, maybe harsher settings, maybe you're having like a longer attack or like a longer release, sorry. So yeah, so the kick can come through a little bit more. But that's about it. And it might also just be the volume of the kick between the other elements. So if the kick can be a little bit louder compared to the others, it will help. Because the groove kind of got a little bit lost when there was a bit more going on. But really, 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 really nice. That gets a fog horn. Yeah. What's this one? Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, man. Nothing else I would say on it. I kind of want to give it a golden buzzer, but it's a bit early, you know? Can't be giving a golden buzzer straight away. And I also said you can have my simps if I give you a golden buzzer, and that ain't happening. yeah, it's on the way. I'll send you one. I've got an old like interface. I can send you that. It's like a Behringer that's sitting in my cupboard. I'll send you that. They almost deserved a golden buzzer. I mean, I guess the only thing that maybe would make it like an absolute slammer is if you had like a defined, like stronger hooky vocal that just kind of carried it or gave it a bit more of a like identity, I suppose. But really not even that necessary. It's just the cherry on top. All right, let's move on. I wish there was an easier way of moving to the next track. Oh, there is. Oh, that's sick. Okay, cool. So now Mark has reviewed. Look at that. Fucking hell. Jules is a genius. Or the guys behind this. Let's move to the next one. Yeah, here we go. Two-Faced Mix. Saloon. Yeah, maybe. Ignore me with the vocals. See you later, Mason. You're here, Nick. Really nice. Very, very, very pretty. The mix is a bit off. You can see it here, so I'll play it again. But it does get a nice little...
Wow.
And some Yeah, really, really pretty. Vocals great. But yeah, the mix, like you can see here, so your melodics, like this whole area, is a lot louder than like your low end, and so the track didn't feel very warm when it dropped here. Felt a bit hollow. So look here. I can't freeze it, but you'll see like where it's a bit brighter here, and it should be brighter a bit more down here, and the track will feel a bit more balanced. Right now it's like almost a bit hollow. Yeah, literally just either bring down your melodics by a couple dB or just bring up your kick and your bass a bit more. Obviously the track does feel like it needs to go somewhere. It's a nice idea, but I think so far you have a really, really nice solid bass. Just trying to think where you can go with it. Yeah, I mean, a nice big bridge here, really pretty. Play with the ARP, maybe evolve the melodies a little bit, and then come into like a nice drop. But you have all the makings here of like a really good track. So you get a little bit of a... It's too soft of a track for Foghorn. It gets not that. All right, cool. So yeah, I hope that was helpful. Let's move on. Yeah, this is Manu. I think the track is called Water. Yeah, play Manu, Water. All right, let's go. Hey, there's a little spinning thing. That's nice.
Wow.
So here's a really good example of a track that's mixed very well. Like Manu does a really good job with mixing. You can hear that the low end is really nicely balanced, and you can see here that it's like brighter colours in the low end here. So the track feels nice and balanced and warm. Yeah, beautiful, man. That was so smooth. There was not really any moment where I was like bored, but you did a really good job of keeping it very minimal and very chilled, but not boring, which is like not an easy thing to do. I think this is ready to go. To be honest, there's not really anything I'm hearing that needs work. The mix is great, melodies and lovely, and yeah, it doesn't feel like it's missing like a vocal or something like that. It's just like, yeah, it just keeps you engaged. I think you could send this to Injuna like Explorations. They might take it up, or any of the other labels. Really nice. Gets a nice foghorn. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything constructive I can say, but oh, 1 second. I just need to check my. I've got a package coming, and it could come any minute now. Okay, they're on the way. Okay, yeah, sweet. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything to add, but no, if I'm trying to think of things, then don't need to add anything. Great work. Thanks for sending it in. Let's go. This is Adam Kina. Make it.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Wow, yeah, really, really nice. Again, you guys all send in like banging tracks. Yeah, there wasn't anything sticking out that really needed changing. I guess my only little thought that was in the back of my head was here on this last drop that I kind of wanted something a bit more. You built the tension really nice. It was a really like beautiful cinematic bridge, and then we kind of went into the same thing as like here. I really like this section here where you kind of broke. Was it here? I think. Let's check. Yeah, like the break from the synth because it played for quite a while. But like here, it feels pretty similar to here. You've just added like a ride. So I don't know if there's like a top lead line that you could do to just kind of carry the track or climax the track a little bit further, because I was kind of expecting a little bit more. So but yeah, otherwise like the groove and like just the general feel of it was really nice, very like emotional and like epic feeling. It was really nice. I think the mix is pretty much spot on. Maybe it could be a little bit warmer. Let me just go here again. Yeah, I mean, you could probably get away with bringing up your bass a bit more. You can see the kick is like spiking at the top here, like all the way through. So that the kick is like this loud thing, and then the other stuff is like down here, which is all good. Like you do want the kick to be louder, but you could maybe bridge the gap between some of the elements a little bit more. I'd probably bring the drum, like the rest of the percussion, up a bit more, and then the bass a bit more, so it was just a bit more like groovy and fat sounding, but otherwise the mix sounded really good. Yeah, that's it. You get a nice little applause, and you get an Owen Wilson wow. Let's move on. So yeah, Karam, I think I'm gonna. Well, I need to go just pick up this package. I'm not sure when it's arriving. It just says I'm on my way, but I'm gonna go for as long as I can, and then I'm gonna watch England play later, which is at what time is that? It's late. It's like 8:30. So yeah, maybe you can jump in the queue. I can't promise you anything. Okay, so now we are on to Jason's. I thought you was next. Maybe not. Okay, Jason Starrick, and the track is called Submerged. The feedback, I will try to do every week, but I never do. But yeah, I'll try to. It's quite fun with this new thing. Okay, I'm just going to stop here so I remember the things that are popping in my head. Yeah, the mix is pretty off with this. Like, you have some cool, interesting ideas, but the mix is really letting it down, and the master, you're squashing the track a bit too much. You can see like the short term's going up to like -4, which is really loud. And because you're squashing it so much, we've lost all the dynamics. The kick and bass is just like kind of a bit of a mess. You just have too many elements that are like popping out and being too loud compared to like your main element or like your kick and your bass. So yeah, you need to just really go through and just gain stage again. And don't squash the track. You don't need it to be that loud. Like you can dial it back a little bit because it will benefit your track a fair bit. But yeah, that's it. That sound, the main kind of bass sound here, it feels like it's like constantly clipping. Like it's just too loud. You need to relax it a bit. It needs to feel a bit more dynamic. So you want to be like playing with the automation on it, like playing with the decay, playing with the envelopes and things like that. But also if you're squashing it a lot, then it's not going to be a very dynamic sound. It's just like this kind of like fuzz of a sound. So yeah, you need to watch that. I would also just say you're missing just a bit of like pads and an atmosphere. You've got like kind of ear candy stuff that's coming in and out, but we need some like a bit of a bed on the track. It feels a bit hollow here. The truth hurts. Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna give you a. That's too harsh. But no, you have fucked up the mix. That I'll be honest with you. It's ruined it a bit because you just like it's just so squashed. I don't want to like repeat myself too much, but yeah, you get what I mean. Just go through, gain stage, don't squash, and your elements will speak for themselves. Try to automate more. Because or evolve the melodies more, because you're really just like copying and pasting things, but you're just like doing it like adding things in later on in the timeline, or like taking things away then bringing them back in, which is kind of common. A lot of people do that, but it gets a bit boring after a while because you're kind of like used to those sounds, and they they don't really evolve melodically, or a new thing doesn't come in. people have a short attention span, especially me. So yeah, it gets a bit boring. So yeah, I won't grill you too much, but well, I kind of have. But yeah, some work to be done. I'm trying to think of it. Yeah, no worries. All right, let's move on. So I've only done a few tracks. I don't know if I'll be able to get through all of them. Oh, where are they all? Oh, maybe it refreshes at the bottom. There isn't really a donation system with this. I don't think you can donate on the... If you can donate on the YouTube chat, then let me know, and I will go to yours first. But I haven't really set anything up. Yeah, maybe I could do like a buy me a coffee. Oh, what's this? Oh, hold on. What's this say? Enable monetized not ads. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just check something. Open widget. Straight, no. Monetize. No. Yeah, I'm not seeing any like super chat donation thing. Paid promotion, no. Ah, well, never mind. In the next one, I'll put a donation thing so you guys can skip. Set up Streamlabs, buy me coffee, or click on the monitor YouTube. Yeah, you mean the... Oh, I mean, I guess I could do the buy me a coffee thing. I have that somewhere. Let me just... I'll play the next song, and then I'll figure that out. So yeah, this is Nick, and Get Down. Get Down. Oh, where's it gone? What? That's so weird. Yours is like... Nick's it keeps getting moved. I don't know why. I swear his was in the queue before as well, and it got moved. Oh, maybe it's a bit buggy. Yeah, it's being a bit odd. Okay. Oh, yeah, well done. I've lost the chat. Yeah, again, nice track, nice ideas, but the mix is off. You could hear it kind of at the beginning. It's a volume difference basically. I think it's just your kick for one. There's some clicking going on with your kick for one, but like your bass, it looks like, and you can see it here. Like this part is louder than everything else in the track, which is like your bass, I think, or something like that. It's too loud. So your kick needs to come up more. You need to bring down your bass, and then the piano is getting squashed because you have all the really like the nice chords there, and like nice vocal and all that stuff. But yeah, it just feels a bit out of whack with the mix. So yeah, let's go here. Yeah, it's your bass. Your bass is like killing everything. I think you might want to just get like a simple sub bass, like a sine wave, and just have it sitting underneath your kick, not having like something so up front or like something so open. I mean, it is quite a mellow bass to be fair, but I think it's just too loud. Yeah, I'm not sure what it is that's squashing your piano, but I'm guessing you probably EQ'd the life out of it, or you've compressed it too much. So yeah, I think you need to allow the piano to breathe a bit more. Maybe don't EQ away some of the low end, so the piano can come through a bit more, and then do a bit of like multi-band compression. So move everything out of the way of the piano apart from like the kick and like maybe some of the drum elements. But even if you have like some low percussion, you should move that out of the way of the piano as well, because that's like your main thing in your track, so it really needs to come through a lot more. Remove any reverb that you've got directly on there, any delay, anything like that. Make sure it's really dry, and then use reverb or stuff on a return channel, and it should come through a bit more. Yeah, I think that's about it. I'll give you a applause. It is nice. I like old school piano house, but you kind of messed up the mix, so you get one of these as well. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for the donation. I'll check. Wait, let me just see what you're saying. Oh no, sorry, you didn't donate. I thought you said $20, but you're talking about mini meters. Yeah, mini meters is great. But yeah, if you guys want to donate, it's you go on Buy Me a Coffee and you can skip the queue. Some people were asking before. I just need to open it up so I can actually see if anyone does it. Also, I just want to check this delivery. Oh yeah, Con, you bought me one. Okay, cool. The wah is only because of the mix. The like ideas are there, which is like the harder part. Kinda depends how you look at it. Okay, cool. Let's move on. I think the queue thing might be a bit bugged. I'm going to tell Jules, but it does seem to be like moving people down. But oh yeah, play this one next. I'll play Con next actually because he just donated, which might not be here. Here. Oh. What? Alright, there. This is Con. I think it's Con's Universe, I believe. I think that's you. And the whole world is crazy. It is pretty crazy.
What if the world goes crazy? What if it already did? What if the world goes crazy? What if it already did?
son. Where'd you find this?
I just bugged. No, we lost it. All right, let's go back.
What if it all wrapped?
Yeah.
What if the world goes crazy?
Oh, this is just Con. Sorry, not Con's universe. It's a different guy.
What if it already did?
What the fuck? Didn't even press anything then. Alright, yeah, it's a bit bugged. It's a new program, so yeah, I'm not sure why it did that. Maybe if I double click it, will that help? Ah, thank you, Jason. Appreciate it. Leah, thank you for donating as well. I'll get to you.
What if the world goes crazy? What if it already did?
And it keeps jumping. So weird. I wonder if it's when new people add to it. How can I get it to stop doing this? Okay, well, yeah, we pretty much came to the end anyway. But really, really nice. Super interesting track. Very different. Nice and heavy and moody. The mix felt pretty much spot on. I don't think you had anything that was like too loud. Just going to have a quick listen again. Yeah, man, it does feel good. The only thing I don't like was the snare, but that's just me. I think it's just the sample selection. I just felt like it could have been something more. I can't even give you an example of what it should be, but just didn't sit right with me. It felt maybe a little bit dry or a little bit like boring. Like maybe you could layer it a little bit, but you could also just ignore that because it might just be a personal taste thing. Otherwise, really good. I couldn't think what else to add because it's a pretty different track. So I like that you're like pushing the sound a bit. I don't know where you would send this because it's pretty different. Yeah, really nice. You get a little, not quite golden buzzer because of the snare, but it was almost
Perfect.
And it gets a bit of a
Wow.
There we go. I'm loving the soundboard. But yeah, I don't know why it keeps jumping. Hopefully we don't keep jumping. So some people have donated now, so I'm going to just skip to those guys. Thank you everyone who donated. So just in order of people that donated, there's a guy called... Actually, I think it was Aaliyah, you donated. Let's just make sure your name is on here. Where's that there? I can't see you. This guy donated, Saneless. But Aaliyah donated beforehand. Where are you then? Maybe just Shadows. Love the effect. Shadows. Oh, here. Yeah. This you, yeah? Yeah, this sounds like your shit. Nice. Really nice so far. It might be a bit wide here. Yeah, just check here. This is the correlation meter. So if it drops, some sounds drop below here. It's kind of all right in the high end, but you don't want to go too high and then staying here because you'll just lose this on like a mono system. So yeah, just be careful. Sick. Really, really nice. This is grade A shit, man. Really nice. There isn't anything really that I think you should change. I think the only little thing might be this. As DO5 said, he would prefer like an 80s snare. For me, I just kind of wanted more. It could either be a snare or a clap, but I wanted a little bit more volume with that and a bit more of a tail. It's like a really short clap, and I think you could just add a bit more energy with that here. The lead, I don't know if it is too dry. It's like it kind of should be dry and very upfront, which it is. It does feel very well balanced with everything else, and I don't think it would really benefit from you wetting it, because it will just like take up more room, and don't think you need to do that. It stayed nice and engaging all the way through. I guess only other little things, maybe some more drum fills and things like that. Maybe some like strong percussion, like Afro style percussion that you could be doing like here and there, and just to like elevate it and keep it engaging. But now I'm just kind of like nitpicking. It's really, really nice. I think it's pretty much ready to go. There is a clap, but maybe it's like too. Well, it's just like too short. It just gets lost. You could probably have it like a bit of a wetter clap, and have it a little bit louder. So I can't think of anything else. Just check how wide you're going here. That was the only other thing. It is pretty much a golden buzzer. You might be right. I'm trying to think if it's one of them where it's a really well produced track and everything is like spot on, but I wouldn't find myself listening to it. And I think it's more of a personal, it's definitely a personal taste thing. It's just like not something that I would usually listen to. So that's why it just slightly misses the mark on the golden buzzer. But I think if this was like maybe in Jules' stream or people that really listen to this kind of music, they would probably golden buzzer it. But it's definitely getting some horns.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's pretty much spot on. I would say almost 10 out of 10. All right, cool. Let's move on. So I just got to keep an eye on this delivery. I've ordered a really nice espresso machine. I'm excited. Okay, so I need to go through the what's it called, donations still. So Sunklo has donated, Jason donated, and then we got Saneless. Saneless donated first. So let's just go to Saneless. Saneless, yeah. Alright, let's go. Oh. Saneless, will I find it? Maybe. Let's go. Shall I show you what I got? Oh, this is nice. This is what I got coming. This little bad boy. Yeah, baby. Woo.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Yeah, I was just going to say the low end just needs to come up more. You can see that it's like very loud here and then it's a bit subdued here. Really cool though. I like this vibe. This is like dubsteppy. I love that shit.
It's better than you know.
Huge vocal.
Will I find Will I find it? Will I find love? Will I find love? Will I find love?
I don't know if how I felt about the like out of time glitchy things there. I did like the choppiness of it, and it was like it was cool. It was making me like screw my face a bit. But when it was going a bit out of time, I was like, oh. So it's like I don't know. Maybe it's like that's what makes it cool. So you can almost ignore me there. One set, I think. I think the delivery's. Maybe not.
Will I find love? Will I find love? Will I find love? Will I find love? Will I find love?
Yeah, I know it's meant to be out of time. It's just like, like you probably. No, I don't know. It's because it's kind of just like it's creative, so it's nice. I don't like to like not shun, but like tell people to not do things that are out of the box because it's good. But it's like maybe it was a bit too jarring. Yeah, exactly. DO5's right there. I like to be able to nod my head in a precise rhythm, and I like to be consistent, and that made me go like a bit weird. It made me jolt a bit. But for sure, you're getting an applause. I have a lot of like respect for this kind of music because it's like it's different. It's like you have to push yourself a bit more. I think like creatively, than like melodic house and things like that. Or maybe it's just because I've never made it, so I feel like it's hard to make. But really good work, man. Vocals sick. It wasn't like I didn't feel like you needed to add anything. It was just like. Yeah, just the kick thing threw me off, and the low end obviously needs a bit of work. I think you just need to turn the low end up, to be honest. Vocal might be a tiny bit loud. You could probably turn the vocal down a bit. Maybe you could play around with like chopping up the vocal and having it like play on time with the kind of gated synth thing. So rather than it just like doing like a clean clean hook, chop it up just as like an idea of something to do with it. My head nod. I've been getting grilled so much for my head nodding. People give me so much shit, so maybe I'm like trying to tame it, but fuck them. All right, nice. Yeah, you're getting applause. And it wasn't perfect because of the kick, so you're not getting a perfect. All right, let's move on. But yeah, really nice work. Okay, so Sunk Low now, and that's the last of the donations. I think this is Sunk Low. That is usually your artwork. I think this is you. Or yeah. Let me know if it's not you, but I think that's you, Sunk Low. mic's feedbacking.
Lost in music, like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night.
This is really nice. It's got like a almost loungy little groove to it, but it's a bit more moody. Just kind of like rolls through quite nicely. Getting applause. And a wow.
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 Lost in music,
Great vocal.
like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the frequency of
I want to hear like a bass line coming in here.
lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the frequency of light. Lost in spectrum, radiate through the night. Lost in music, like the
Okay, I just want to say some stuff here because I'll forget otherwise. So, the issue here, like it works and it sounds good and it's like groovy and stuff, but the issue or the way that I think you can improve it is just not having so many elements that are like doing the same thing. So you have a lot of things that are doing like this, like playing kind of on the same pattern, but they just have a different timbre and different sound to them. So you need to maybe have some like sustained elements here, or just things that are coming in and out, rather than just things that are constant all the time, because it gets a bit messy and like it's hard to kind of latch onto something here. Also, I think that your bass might be a bit loud compared to your kick, so you could just bring the kick up a little bit more. So yeah, because there's just quite a bit going on here, and I think you could build this a little bit better. Like it's quite sparse and empty here, and I think you could like build it, maybe have like some whatever element you're gonna have here, having it play here and then coming in, or maybe the bass line could be playing here, like some evolving bass line. You've got some really cool bass like elements going on. I can kind of hear them, but there's so much other things going on that they kind of get like masked. But it is really solid. I really like it.
frequency of light.
It's always so like experimental from you, which I really like. Yeah, this was cool at the end, but it was cool because it was like refined. Like there wasn't any much distraction going on, a lot of other elements going alongside it. But the main thing you need to do is you need to get used to having elements that are like coming in and out, like the vocal. Like the vocal comes in, says something, then it leaves. But you can do that with loads of other elements, you know, like little synth fills and just ear candy things and sweeps and all kinds of stuff. And it will just keep like it will mean that you won't need to have so many constant elements. You could take away some things and just really concentrate on like the main groove and just have these like ear candy things or melodies that just come in and out. I think that would be a bit more beneficial to the track, so it doesn't feel so crowded. But that all being said, it is really cool. I'm not just saying it is. It's a cool track. I like it. It's got some vibes to it. Don't bin it. Definitely finish it. Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move on. So now we are back to the list. Yeah, why is this one not ready to review? I've already done that one. I think the cons one is like bugged. Let me just try and... There we go. Okay, cool. So now we're on Geis. I think this is a Trinidad lad. I'm not sure if he's in the chat. But yeah. If it's who I think it is. No, the parcel's not here. So I'll keep going. Yeah, this is Darami by Geis. BYS. Okay. Pretty nice. Definitely getting an applause. I guess my issue with it is it's like there isn't really there is like a hook, not a hooky element, but there's like a main element. But the main element is just like this kind of repeating arp, which doesn't really evolve. Because you have like vocal there, but the vocal is like you can't really hear what's being said. And then there's no like catchy thing or anything that's like easier to latch onto. So I just find the issue with these types of tracks is that they're harder to remember. That will be my only thing with it. Maybe some of the sound design you could use a little bit of like soothe on and like just EQ away a little bit of the highs like that, like the main arp there. The melodic elements, just like in terms of like the progression and stuff like that, they're like pretty good, but they just do get a little bit boring. I guess you need to like maybe evolve them a little bit more, or it's just like your track is just going to stand out way more if you can just have a bit more of a like call and response thing going on, or something that's a bit more definitive in the track rather than just always repeating arps and like things that are just constant. What are you saying? Like secondary elements with no leader. Not sure what you mean. Yeah, thanks, Dear Five. Appreciate you sticking around. Also, yeah, someone said about doing this every Tuesday. I will try and do this every Tuesday. I enjoy it when I do it, and I just like I forget to do it or something happens. Yeah, I'm trying to think of something else with this track. I don't know what it is. It's one of those where I like just struggle to gel with it, and usually I put that down to like just not having like a clear cut idea in there or like a clear cut element. Yeah, it's like very repetitive. I always try and listen from like here and here, and if it's like the same, which it is, then yeah, you're being a little bit lazy, I guess. Yeah. This track, no main lead sound, all trinkets. What? Yeah, so yeah, I think I've kind of you get the point. So I'm gonna give you a little. Maybe it didn't. It didn't deserve that twice. Oh, I think the package is here. One sec. Oh, the delivery here. Are you here with the package? Okay, cool. I'll just come down now. All right. Okay, my package is here. I'm not going to end the stream, but I'll just play some music, and you guys. I'll be back in a sec. Just need to go downstairs. You guys can listen to my banger.
Hold me
All right, that's enough of that. All right, let's carry on. Where are we? Yeah, no. How do I go back to it? View. No, where's the open session? There we go. All right, cool. We are. Where are we? Yeah, we're here. All right, I'll do a few more, and then I'm gonna go eat and set up the coffee machine and all that stuff. This one we've done, right? Maybe not. Because Saneless did donate. Oh, sorry, I think I missed you, Saneless. Maybe you're not in the chat. But I'm sure I did one from Saneless. Okay, I'm going to do it just in case I missed it. Maybe you guys can tell me if we already did one.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I kind of want to just skip this bit. I said that in the wrong order, but I really like this, but I want to skip it because I just want to give other people a chance to listen to their music because you already sent in one. So yeah, this is sounding sick, and maybe we'll come back to it. But I just want to we'll listen to some other people because I did skip this guy. So yeah, I'll do that. So yeah, this is Echo Vault, Wherever We Go. Best Intention will do you next. I'm not sure what's going on. Some of the chats keep moving. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't know what's going on with the thing. It's like jumping every now and again. Maybe when people add new songs, but Shuckle, I'll get to yours. Which one is yours? Because I can't see a name saying Shuckle on it. And then who else? And then Best Intentions. We'll do yours next. But yeah, tell me which one's yours, Shuckle, because it doesn't say Shuckle anywhere. Yeah, apologize. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll either do that one or Best Intentions next. Yeah, I'll let Jules know that it's flawed. What's up, Nors? No, you can't sort it anywhere. Fuck! I need to stop muting myself, but I feel like it feedbacks when I play the tune. But yeah, so I'll say that all over again. So yes, yeah, I got it. There's a delay. Yeah, so no English. What was I saying? Yeah, the track's really cool. Is what I was saying. It's really nice. The mix is really good. They felt like the kick fit really perfectly with the track. It was like probably the first track tonight where I've heard that the kick is like sitting really well with it. Yeah, sound design's really good. Atmosphere was really good. The overall groove was really nice as well. Maybe I was hearing like you could have done some more automation on things and just like slightly evolving things so you're not looping stuff too much, because you're doing that a little bit. And I hate to say it because I say it all the time, but yeah, a little hooky element would have helped a bit to kind of keep it going, like a vocal, as I always say. But yeah, I think it's pretty much there otherwise. Just kind of a quick another listen. Yeah, like you are kind of repeating a bit here. So it's like one thing you could try and do is you layer in a different layering a different sound on that main sounds. Like maybe something is a bit deeper, or you evolve the melody. You do like a different chord progression and you evolve it in that way, so it doesn't just feel a bit repetitive. And by doing that, you might alleviate the feeling of needing like a hook element in there if you keep it engaging in that way. But yeah, really good. I wouldn't say perfect, but you get a bit of a foghorn. Nice. All right, cool. Let's move on. So yeah, hopefully these don't keep moving. We'll do Shuckle. Okie dokie, really cool track. Love the distortion and like the intro. It felt a little bit long. Like here, I felt like you didn't need this section. And the only other thing is just the kick here. I would probably EQ away or just filter away the top end of it. It felt like a bit odd, the top part of that kick just here, but you needed it when you have everything going on. Like the kick feels really nice in the groove, but here the top end stuck out a bit. Yeah, I keep like repeating myself, but this also does need like a hook because you've just got like a nudge and really nice bed. You've got this great like melody and good sound design. Drums are really nice, but then like it's again just kind of like just vibing along, which might be what you want. It kind of just cruises along, but then there's not really something like this just sticking in your head. Also, maybe that little bell sound is a touch loud. You can maybe EQ it a little bit and just turn it down. And overall, the track could be a tiny bit bright. You could just maybe just a case of turn down a bit of the highs a little bit to emphasize a bit more in the low end. Yeah, really cool track. Pretty different, which is nice. Always refreshing. Get an applause.
Wow.
Nice. Okay, cool. I'm going to do maybe a couple more because I'm getting pretty hungry. I want to eat before the England game, which I'm going to watch. So I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone that's like been waiting a long time. I know there will be some of you that have been waiting a long time, but I can't like get through every single one. So I know that Best Intention said that his kept getting moved, so we'll play his next. Okay. Nice. This track was like it was a very solid track, but it was a little bit repetitive. And mix wise, I think you need to bring the vocal out more because it's a really nice timbre on the vocal, but it kind of gets lost a bit. And then what you were doing, which kind of make it feel a bit boring, is you're just like relying on this ARP a lot. And just like relying on an ARP, which is repeating over and over again, it makes the track feel a bit repetitive. So I found myself kind of like drifting off, or just like kind of waiting for something new or exciting to happen. So I would suggest, I mean it's signed, so I guess it's too late, but I would say in the future that you just try to build different like types of sections in your track. So like, you know, A side drop, not A side, but like a drop A and drop B and drop C. So you keep some of the elements, but really try and change some of the things. Like you add in like a new bass groove, you add in like a certain percussive groove or melodic element, and you just try it out. And you go, all right, cool. Now I've got these different sections. Now can I try and fit them into like a cohesive track, rather than just having things just looping and like. Yeah, you're having like little moments here where there's a bridge, but then you're just going back into the same thing, and so it just gets a bit repetitive there. But it is like as I say, you've got a really nice bed of a track, or like it's like a cool vibe. But for me, you've just kind of like repeated it a bit too much. So yeah, I'm gonna give you an applause, but also a bit of a. It's a bit hard with this wah. But yeah, a bit too repetitive for me personally. Okay, I'm gonna do one more because it's been like 2 hours and I'm pretty hungry. Sorry guys if you've been waiting in the queue, but that's just how it is. If you donate, you do skip the queue and then you don't have to wait, and that's just how it is. I'm not gonna skip straight to the person at the bottom, Rezo. That's not really how it works, you know. So I need to go in the order of the queue. But yeah, we've already done these. I think they're not disappearing. Yeah, let me just get rid of. So like this one, I did listen to it a bit, but I'm gonna have to just get rid of that. Then we listened to this one already. So it might be, yeah. So now we're on Dom. This is the last one, guys. But I will try and come back next Tuesday. Nearly forgot to unmute myself there. Really nice, soothing track. Definitely sounds like it could suit Monster Cat Silk. Personally, I didn't gel with like the I don't know if it's like the tone of the vocal. Like she was definitely singing everything in key and like very breathy, but it's like I found it a little bit corny or like cheesy. But that is definitely just a personal taste thing. What was I going to say? There was something that was... Oh, yeah, just that the vocal needs to come out more. You need to probably just like track space or like use Pro MB or multiband compression or whatever you want to use and just allow the vocal to punch through a bit more over the melodics. You might just have the melodics a bit too loud where you could EQ them a little bit. It felt a little bit like you were squashing the track a bit, like in terms of it felt like everything was loud apart from like the vocal coming through. So yeah, just do a little bit of like EQing or allow the vocal to come to move things out of the way with some side chaining, and then possibly ease off a little bit on your like compression and limiting. The main thing I was looking and I was seeing here that it was like the bass was like really dominant and loud here over the top of this. If you have a look here. Yeah, like your melodics and things are like pretty loud here compared to like your low end, but it's not by a lot. I'm just talking like a couple dB. Yeah, really nice overall. I think there's nothing else I can think to say on it. I'll give you another applause. Thank you everyone who sent in your music tonight. There was no golden buzzer, unfortunately. There was some great tracks, but not quite like 10 out of 10 smash hit banger. But definitely some really, really nice work. You all definitely know how to produce at a good level. And some of you are just ready to get your stuff signed, get it sent out there. Don't hold on to your tracks for too long. And then some of you obviously need a bit more work. Cool. Thank you guys. I'll try to come back next Tuesday at the same time. Again, if you wanna submit your music, I'll post it in the Discord. Hopefully a lot of you are in the Discord, so that's why you found out about this. But if you're not, head over to the Discord. That's when you'll find out about the live stream, and you can submit your music early, and then go from there. Cool. Thanks guys. I'm gonna go have some food. I'll catch you guys.